Jacko here, welcome back to FTB DW20 Sorry there was no video yesterday, I ran out of time to get a video done, so I had to skip a day. Few things I want to get sorted in this episode. I'm going to make a massive cobble gen. I've decided that this factory, up to now, the factory is all about research and resource gathering. It's meant to be a power plant in it, but it actually needs to be a factory as well. So we are going to make a massive cobble gen in just a bit. What I need to do in a minute though is I'm just adding some applying logistics to this side. I am making a lot of Sanctus because my lava source is in this room. My FPS is on a nice steady 8. How awesome is that? My lava source of course is this room, and this, for it to go into the tank, needs to have a Sanctus supply, so I'm just sorting that out. So I need a export bus. And that needs to have Sanctus in it. And do I want a crafting card in it? I probably do, but not for now. For now, I shall just put this on here, and hopefully that's going to put Sanctus in there as exactly where we want it to. So let's have a look. I am crafting at the minute 512 Sanctus, so that'll keep me going for a bit. Hopefully, and that wants to be there. That should start putting Sanctus in there. Wonderful. And then from my tool bag, I had to make another memory card. Don't know where the other one went, disappeared. I'm not sure what I've done with it. It's maybe in a chest or something somewhere, but I can't find it. I have no idea. So I shouldn't need to clear anything because I've moved these blocks, and it's already set to Sanctus by the look of it. But I can reset it again. Junk crystal now set to Sanctus. Right click that. Yeah, okay. I don't need to cleanse them first because I've moved this. So cleanse that. And that, I can't see that being needed to do, but I'll do it anyway. So right click on that. What? I'm sorry, it's that needs to clear, wasn't it, idiot? Link that to that. There we go. And now clear that. And now link that. Oops. Right click to the Master Ritual Stone. There we go, and that is our lava source. So we have got magic lava, blood magic lava. Cool. A couple of other things I've done since the last episode. If we jump over here, oh man, my FPS is terrible. Oh dear, it's really bad. It drops to 1. I might have to stop recording and check out why my FPS is so low. A couple of other things I've done. One is, this works very well. I've finished all the stuff in here, so it now does everything. I've added Enderium base and Enderium ingots on there, which is pretty cool because they're both. So I've got Enderium ingots go through that one, Enderium base go through that one. So they both use the same process and it doesn't get jammed up, which is pretty cool. So if I go to Enderium, let me first of all craft 256 of them. Let's see. So crafting 256 of them. That should happen pretty quick. Extremely quick. So once we get to 256 there we go, 256 of them. Now if I craft 512 of these, so what we're actually asking for here is, we've got 256 of the base, but we need to craft 256 more base. So you think it might get jammed up in here, because it's actually using these machines to do both. If we look in this, oops, look in this strong box, if we get close enough, there's nothing in there. So that's already done all the base, and it's holding this back until all the base is done, by the look of it. So it did the base first. So hopefully that won't get jammed up, which means it's working really nice. That's why I've done it with separate strong boxes. If I've done it with all the same strong box, then there's a chance that there would have been things like, for example, the dark steel and the electrical steel both have iron and stuff, and they might have got some with the wrong one. But the fact that they're all separate strong boxes, I think, keeps it all nice and tidy. So the Enderium ingots, of course, they actually have multiple things in. So on here I've got specified to 2 of that, 1 of them, and 2 of them. So it actually puts them all in together. So rather than spreading on machines, it actually keeps everything bang on, which is really cool. So So this should all have the right mounting, and as you can see it does. Nice, eh? Works very well indeed. I'm very happy with that. So let me just put them away, and put that away, and put them away, and put that away. Cool. Full bag always. And then the other thing I've done is, not in there, in here. So now we're creating lava, obsidian again, because I'm getting obsidian from that lava source, of course, which is mostly getting used in the dark steel, which is for the processing. In here I have taken out the cobble gen, because we are going to make a new one. So if you remember, I had a little Steve's Factory Manager cobble gen there. So that's all the cobble. It's not all. I've got a couple of bedrock ingots and I think a hyper energy node made. But that's most of the cobble I've got since the server started, which has been quite a long time. So it's not that much really. It's nearly a stack of quintuple there. Oh, a deep dark portal, of course. So I haven't done much. What I've done is I've put this in its place. So we have got an ender tank, which is just taking mob essence from the bedrockium drum over there, which is where the K-Steph mob farm is, of course. And we have got export buses putting diamonds and emeralds in, and we have got an import bus pulling them out. So that is giving me fortuned diamonds and fortuned emeralds when it gets down. So if we're looking here now, first of all, let's see if we've made all that endarium stuff. Yeah, we'll spot right in it. It was 515, wasn't they? So I've added another 512. So very nice. We have got all our endarium. Nothing got jammed up in the machines next door, and it's all cool. Very good, very good. And if we look at ours, you'll see that. Why are you jammed up? Yeah. We should not have seen that. There. There we go. It's better. That again, I think it's if you change the colour of a conduit, a cable with a painter, it kind of sends the whole system down for a second. I think that's what it does anyway. If you look at ours, we'll see that the only ores we have not got processed, diamond, and emerald, and cinnabar. So cinnabar I'm not processing because some of it I turn into quicksilver, and some of it I turn into that cinnabar stuff. So that's why that's not getting processed. And these diamonds and emeralds are now slowly working their way through that thing. I've set that up. Nice. All my ores processed. Everything is good. So everything coming in from the laser drills is all getting either binned or processed, which is nice. Right, what I've done is this room, this used to have the what do you call it in? The tier 6, tier 5 blood altar is now a nice big open room. This is going to be my factory, my cobble gen room. I've done a few things in creative, in test world, and I've decided to go with a mix of extra utilities and applied logistics, just because I could do it with, what I was going to do was I was going to do it all extra utilities and have like 9 cobble gens going into 9 barrels, going into one crafting thing. No, sorry, 9 cobble gens going into 9 barrels, then have them 9 B spaced across to another one, and so on and so on. It's going to get really messy. What instead I'm going to do is I'm going to have an absolute ton of cobble gens feeding into an AE network, which will then feed it back into the crafting steps of the extra utilities crafting. So I'm not going to be doing the crafting using applied logistics, but I'm going to be doing the item routing using it. And if you see it, you can see when you look at a compressed, it says how many need. So we need 9 for that. You need that's 81. 729 is getting quite big. 6,561 is too big. I'm going to make 729 cobble gens. Why not? So I'm going to work out now. I'm going to cut camera. I'm going to work out in this room how to place them 729 cobble gens, and I shall get the cobble, the water, and the lava down, and I shall be right back. Okay, then I am back, and I've run a orange cable across into this. So I've just got a crafting terminal in here. We're going to have a separate ME network in here. We're going to have a totally separate ME network that will put octuple compressed cobble into the main ME network. That's only going to be, it's going to connect using a storage, possibly just an interface just pushing into the other network. But there we go. We have got here 27 rows of 27 cobble. So 27 times 27 is our 729. It's ridiculous, isn't it? What am I doing? 729 cobble gens, and all I've got is some covers on the edge. Now what I want to do here is I want to see if this works. Is this going to go the right way? Does it face the way I put it down? That's not going to work, is it? What I actually want to do then, I guess. How do I do this? I guess I'm going to have to put it there. I'm going to end up with lava everywhere doing this. Possibly, quite possibly. So, what I have got crafted, and this is going to use a massive amount of resources, by the way. This is ridiculous. And it might take a couple of episodes. What I'm going to craft is an ender tank. So I need to craft a cauldron. And I want it to be a red ender tank. I want any red wool? I want one of you, please. I wonder if that's because I could use a different recipe for that wool, I think. So it crafts 1 instead of 8. Not a big deal, not a big deal. So this is going to take me a while, so if that goes there, will that fill this up? Well, cool. Well, there we go. Hopefully it won't go anywhere else. So that's how I'm going to get the lava in, using the floodgate from Buildcraft. Now hopefully, it's only got quite a short range, it seems. That's a shame. Oh no, it's going further. So, I was just having a think about it, was it? So that's how I'm going to fill that. For the water, I've just quickly made this thing, Rod of the Seas. Use a water bottle, living wood twig, which is of course just 2 bits of living wood, and a rune of water, which is just some mana steel, fishing rod, sugarcane, and a bone meal on the runic altar there. So that's really nice. What that does is it just places water blocks, and because I've got a mana mirror in my inventory, uses a little bit of mana. It just places water blocks here, so it's just a nice quick way of filling these guys up with water. So. And that should be soft blocks all the way down. Just make sure I don't skip too many, and there we go. Nice. That's going to get the water in. That's filled up all the way. Cool. Now, can I destroy this without losing the damn thing? Is the next issue, isn't it? And come here, you. Right. So what I think I want to do then is I want to be placing it on the end here, don't I? Like so, and just placing some blocks on the edges of it, just so it doesn't spill all over the place. Let me grab 3 bits of cobble. The problem with cobble is, because of this terra shatterer, because of the elementing upgrade on it, it destroys mundane blocks. Speaking of that, I had to cheat a block smasher back in, because breaking a block smasher with terra shatterer with the elementium upgrade apparently, in fact, they should stop it coming out the sides, shouldn't they? So all I need to do is put the cover on the back, and that should be golden. No, it's not golden. That is not at all golden. God damn it. So it just pushed the cover all the way. Right, just push the cover all the way. That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, it should work now that I have put a cobble block there. And there's some noise going on downstairs. What the hell's that? I should be back in a moment. Okay then, I've just done some maths, and this is going to be a ridiculous amount of iron and lapis used. I think it's 933,000 lapis is what I'm going to need, and if you look in there, I have not got 933,000 lapis. I've got a lot, but I've not got 933,000. I've got like 270,000. I've got these weld interaction upgrades. I was going to make 512. Let's have another 512. If you look there, you see that 512 takes 2,000 lapis, takes 3,500 iron. So that's an issue, isn't it? I need miles more iron than what I've got. And of course, quite a lot of spruce wood, which we can sort out. But this is going to be, it's going to take a bit of time to make this full speed. Yeah, for the lapis, I've noticed I can. Rain plant seeds can be can be shapeless crafted into lapis. So I will set up a Steve's Factory Manager rain plant thing for that on get me a load of real plant seeds. Remember I did that early in the series, automated the pneumatic craft flowers, so I'll do that again and get an absolute load of them seeds on the go. But that's going to do for the lapis. For the iron, I'm just going to have to keep mining. Speaking of that, by the way, I took them lime upgrades out, didn't I? We're actually going down, look, we're at 9,308. So what I need to do is get them lime upgrades back in. Just one of the things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. 6. We need to get that back in just one of the laser drills, because having these in just one of the laser drills seems to be enough to keep me positive on the Eulorium. So that's Eulorium's going down. How are we doing for plutonium? Let's have a look at that. Oh, 14k, that's actually going up. I could always run a second reactor on plutonium, but that's eventually going to make the plutonium run out, I think. I think that's good. Yeah, the plutonium seems to be going up. Right, what I've been doing in here is, as you can see, I've started placing the 729 transfer nodes. Ridiculous, I know. And because each of these, the reason why I need all that lapis, of course, is each one of these, let me just grab in here. Speed is going to have a stack of speed upgrades, which is a lot of gold and redstone. Oh man. But weld upgrades is going to have 5 stacks, because that's how you get these to be full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I may not be able to get them to 5 stacks straight away. This should make me a octuple cobble every couple of minutes, I think, once it's all done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There has been a couple people said that I should maybe wrap the series up at episode 50, because I'm just doing ridiculous stuff now. And I might actually do that. This is episode 47, I think, isn't it? If I do that, I may, for the last episode, I'll get all this running with as much resources as I've got legitimately. But for the last episode, I may cheat a lot of them in to get this full speed. But we'll see. So yeah, I'm just putting all them down. The way I'm doing this is I've got my teleporter out. It seems to be working quite well. So if we look, let me break that and that. Put them two down. So I've got my teleporter over here with the floodgate on. So what I've done is I've just made it so I've got 2 blocks there, and put the teleporter down, and then put the focus down, which is linked to that teleporter over there, and then put a button on the side. Press the button, and it swaps out the cover. So the cover's over there now. Look, you can just see the cover for the thing. It seems to carry 2 buckets worth, or 1 bucket's worth inside that still. And then just put that on top. So it's a little bit quicker than having to mess about, and I don't pour lava over myself. So I've just been doing it like that, working my way down. So I'll get them all done, I'll get these all placed. Yeah, that is going to take an absolute ton of resources in it. But what you should see is, in fact I should have put that in one that's actually got lava and water, is what you should see, let's start at the end anyway, keep some kind of track on stuff, is if I put all these in here, why just do one? There we go. So, oh Christ, look at it all. So that's how quick it's producing cobble. So it's going to be pretty nuts, The way I'm going to do getting it into the little A network is I'm going to handle the reverse of the super soaring drive. I'm going to have it so it's all linked, so it keeps putting it into the next one. It keeps putting the cobble into the next one, and eventually puts it into a 64k cell, which should fill up in a matter of seconds. Anyway, right, I'll get one more stuff, and I shall be back with a progress report in a bit. Right then, this is getting more and more ridiculous as I go on. What I need to do is, I've decided I'm going to do 1 row 27 first and get that all done. So what I need is an actual, I've just got my calculator out again. I need to make, oh dear, yeah, still going up, 8,128 more of these. So I'm just going to get some more wood from my wood farm. Oh man, 32k, 56k iron. Oh, Does that mean it's too big? Yep, too big for that. Okay, I can't make that many at once. That's a shame. Weld. So I'm going to make 2048 at a time. I can. Wonderful. And then I can ask it for another 2048, another and another. And then it'll be making it in 4 separate crafting things. Batshit crazy, eh? Right, so what I want to do is, what I'm going to do, by the way, for the iron, I'm going to set up a MFR farm for awberry bushes. I think that works. Yeah, they work with MFR farms, don't they? Or do they? Oh, in fact, I'll set up a farm like I have for the XP berry bushes. I'll do the same for the awberry bushes. What I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to show you how I'm going to get this into an ME network. So I'm going to build a little temporary ME network down here. So I want an energy acceptor, and I want a tesseract so I can get power. So that should put power to this, and I'll get a cell in there. So that's green lit, so that looks okay and good to go. Are you okay and good to go? You don't seem to be. Why? What am I missing? Do you need a controller? Put in power. Oh, it's remote power. There we go. Receive. There we go. Right. Now you're working. Excellent. So this is massively expensive and not really necessary the way I'm going to do this, but also fun. Interface. I've got a stack of interfaces. I will need fibers. I want 27 of them. There we go. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to have a separate. I apologise for the hammering outside. That's an issue, isn't it? I have to go shut my window. What I'm going to have is I'm going to have separate little sub network for each of these, which again, not necessary, but kind of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put ME interfaces on all these, like so, which means I'm going to put covers between these. So they're all going to get covered. I'm probably going to use glass covers just so I can see it all a bit easier. But I'm going to have covers all the way down to separate these. So each one gets its own ME interface. So as you can see, that's already banged all that in there. And then what I'm going to want to do is, now let me get this right. Get my colour applicator out. I'm going to go with, oops, that's not it, red and green for these. Because they're not my network ones, if you know what I mean. So let's go with red to start with. Oh man, bloody hammering. And then turn this one to green. It's going to be putting some stuff into the storage cell at a minute, but not a big deal. Now what we should have is some have gone in there. 1700 have gone in there already. Right, how did I want this then? So this wants to be storage bus on that side, and ME interface on this side. And then of course this is going to need power, so I need 2 more cables going up. One is going to be green, and this is going to connect again in it. One that is going to be red, and then a fibre like so. And what we should see is that should be empty. It is, because the stuff's going into there. That's going up. Sweet. So we're using only one channel from the side of this, and we've got one of these connected. So for the next one, we're going to go back to red. And we're going to fibre it. So. And then we're going to want a So storage bus is that side one, yeah. So we want interface and storage bus again. So storage bus, interface. So as you can see, I am going to be able to do this entire thing off one channel. I'm just making it really expensive because I'm using so many storage buses in ME interfaces. So each one of these is using 3 channels because it's got 1, 2, 3, 2 interfaces and a storage bus fastened to it. So what we should be seeing is got no weld interaction upgrades I put in there yet. Right, what I want to do here is bring that storage monitor on there. Bring a bit of cobble into it, and I'll wrench that so that it locks it. Cool, and let's go get some more of these storage monitors. Not storage monitors, weld interaction upgrades, which you should have a lot of in here by now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go with 10. So the more of these storage weld interaction upgrades, the quicker this makes cobble. So with 1 stack it makes it pretty damn quick, but with 5 stacks it goes really nuts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because these are going straight into a thing, I'm not even sure if I need a speed upgrade, because that's just what it searches. Oh, hang on. That's not got a thing there, has it? There we go, I should make that quicker. So actually, yeah, because I don't have to search anywhere, I think I could even have another stack of weld interaction upgrades in these. As you can see there, look, we're up to 59k already, 60k. So it's going up pretty quick. This storage cell is going to fill up really quick. But of course, once I've got this part of the build done, this will be getting all put into the extra utilities crafting into the next stage and the next stage and the next stage. So once we've got the throughput to match the input, so this is kind of the input. Once we've got the throughput, the extra utilities crafting, this cell shouldn't keep up because I want to try and get the crafting as quick as the input is, if you know what I mean. So right, I'll get this full row done and we'll see how quick it generates cobble for us. Okay then, I've been a little busy. I've got a couple more things done. I've realised how much iron and lapis I'm going to need, so I've got on with making sure I've got more iron and lapis coming in. Now I had 52 of these iron berry bushes from early in the series when I've been doing quarrying and stuff like that. So as you can see, I planted them down. I need to get some more. You can get more of these from trading with a Tinker's Construct villager. So I shall be getting one of my villagers, getting a Tinker's Construct one, and trading up so I can get all this full of ironberry bushes. What this is I've got 9 rituals of the green grove under the floor there, and then I've got dark grass around there because these need to be in the dark or you can't plant them, and I don't think they're growing in the light, are they? They might grow in the light. You certainly can't plant them in the light. You need to be in the dark. So we've got all them there. We've got an MFR harvester, which I had in a chest, so I must have used that early in the series. And I made an iron upgrade, which makes it into a 9x9. And as you can see, I've just got power coming down that line there, which I will cover later on. And I've got the items going into enemy interface there. So what we're getting into the system is iron. There we go, I've got 290 already. And why are you there? And why are you there? Little glitches. Little glitches. You should have been processed. I should have you. See the gold, the diamond is gradually going down. So yeah, what I need to do with this iron then is, if you look there, you can shapeless craft it into iron ingots, which is what I want to do, of course. So I shall do a crafting pattern for that. Down here, I could do that automatically crafting actually. So and there's the other thing. I've made a pattern to make lapis from rain plant seeds. So what I want now is iron ingots. There we go. From them. So now I've got a way to craft iron ingots from a farm status. There we go. So there's our iron ingot craft from them, which is very nice. And over here, again, early in the series I had this set up, so I've remade it. I've got a little, let me take my magnet ring off for a second. There we go. Little Steve's Factory Manager set up here. I did do this inside, but I don't think these grow inside. I think they have to be under direct, under the sky, it seems. Possibly. Where's my, there it's sleeping bag. That's, you can see there, I got all 9 of the rituals of the green grove going. So yeah, little setup I did early in the season. I just repeated it down here. What I've got, I'll talk through this really quickly, is I've got a variable there which is set to, all I've changed in this variable is to select the 3 block gates. So that's the white one. And then a second variable you set to orange, so that the block gates become the orange components of the white variable, if that makes sense. I can never explain that. And then over here, what we've got is the for each, which says for each of the block gates. Condition is for each of the block gates, is there in front of them rain plant seeds? Target should be south. Doesn't seem to matter. That's interesting. Okay. For any of the block gates, if the item in front is 2 rain plant seeds. So I say I've done this early in the season. I'll just explain to it again. I got this is information from watching a Direwolf video. The block gate sees what's going to be there, and so it's not seeing a plant there. What it's seeing is a seed. When the plant grows to a certain percentage, you see the growth there is 83. When it gets to a certain point, that is guaranteed to give you 2 seeds. So the block gate actually sees 2 seeds when it grows enough. I've got a ritual of green grove under here as well. So whenever it sees 2 seeds, we trigger it to break the plant. So the condition there is, if the block gates are seeing 2 seeds, then input is the block gates, and what we're doing is we're going to break the plant which the block gate sees as a seed, and the output is the barrel. And then from that we've got another input that comes straight from that says input from the barrel, and send to the block gates again. Oops. And this time send it, sorry, input from the barrel, send it 1 seed. So basically what it's doing is every time this sees 2 seeds, it breaks it, sucks them in, puts them in the barrel, and sends 1 back and puts it down and throws it out. So then the one that gets thrown out places. This is showing as 0 in here. It's this little funky thing I've done here is I have got an ender chest there, which is my ender chest into my ME network, and I put a retrieval node on there, and in the retrieval node I put a hyper rationing pipe, which what that means is it'll leave 1 in the barrel all the time. You're not actually seeing it because the one that gets left is the one that gets spit back out, so it's actually showing 0. But whenever this breaks 2, 1 of them goes into ME network, 1 of them gets put back out, leaving the barrel showing empty. But I think if without the hyper rationing, it'd pull. Let me try that. Without that, will it pull them both out? Let's have a look. Next time it grows 1. So you can see I've got a cotton farm feeding things in. I have Enderman spawner going. I have my laser drills. And hopefully, come on guy. I'm expecting this not to plant 1 this time. I suspect the retrieval node will pull everything from the barrel before it can. I'm not sure though. We shall see. Just gone really slow. Oh, it does 1 still. Cool. So I don't actually even need the hyper rationing pipe. So I don't need to be as funky as I thought I did. That's pretty cool. So I probably don't even need a retrieval node there. I can just get that to anything to put straight into there. So what we've got in the system here then is the ability to craft lapis. If I click on lapis there, we got 64 rain plant seeds gets me another 64 lapis. How many rain plant seeds have we got? 1700. So I've got another 1700 lapis in already. And then the iron, we've got another. There's a nugget, so you've got to divide that by 9, of course. But we've got a nice fast source of iron coming in there as well. So that's going to be helpful for all the world interaction upgrades. I did have an issue over here that I've had to sort out. So I've done this full row. So we've got one full row fully upgraded with all its speed upgrades and its world interaction upgrades. And they're all feeding down into this chest that filled up really quick. The issue I had is when that was full and they were trying to push into the full one, it wasn't causing TPS lag or FPS lag, but I was getting like a 3 or so second. In fact, I can show you. Let me hope this doesn't break anything. So I've actually broke that pipe, but it's not happened yet, and that's because this is the issue. There we go, look. So I'm getting like a 3 or so second. If I try and open that, I've clicked on it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 7 seconds it took me to get into that. That's because all these are trying to push into that full cell. So I think it's doing loads of calculations and it's making it lag really badly. So if I put that back on there, I had it placed, so it has placed. There we go. I'll put that back on there. Now you can see I can get in there. Oh, yes. Making me a liar. There we go. Straight away? Not straight away. I have locked things up. Well, it did clear that up last time. It seems that it's not happy still. Should be alright in a minute, I think. Has that got a channel yet? I think so. You can't hardly see with the just plain fluids one. But what we've got in there is that is set to Cobble, and it's set on a lower priority. So yeah, I've still got that delay now, haven't I? I've screwed things up. It's set on a lower priority, so anything when that's over full, anything else gets sent to the trash. So I'm actually at the minute, because I'm not actually processing what's going on here, I'm actually trashing a load of Cobble every second. Next thing I need to do is get the next level of this on. That's a bit weird. I've done a little bit of testing in my single player world. So the next level, we're going to want 9 inventories underneath a vanilla crafting bench with a transfer node on. And it seems that as quick as this, as quick as one of these can make, one of these can make enough Cobble to make a full speed of the next one, if you know what I mean. So I actually want a crafting bench for every single one of these, so I'm going to want 729 crafting benches with 9 inventories underneath them to keep up. The only issue I've got with that is if this actually runs out, so if I get to the point where I'm going quicker, basically what I'm saying is I need a crafting bench and 9 inventories for every one of these, otherwise this is going too quick. Weird, eh? There we go, we're back to normal now, I can get in stuff. I said I think about it. So what I'm going to have to do is have a whole load of crafting benches with inventories underneath. And the only issue with that is if it does run out, if it starts getting to the point where we're going faster than we can create, then it might craft stone stairs or furnace or stuff like that. So I need to put filters in the next level up, which means it uses up one of the slots, so we'll have one less world interaction upgrade. Anyway, right, I'm going to cut the episode there. I'm going to get between episodes, I'm going to get the first level of the next level done, because it's going to take me a couple of hours to get it all the bits sorted, and then that'll be the start of the next episode. So hopefully you will join me for that. I'm hoping, and it should be quite possible, I'm thinking we're going to get octuple cobblestone very quickly with this. Very quickly. Cool. I shall see you next time, hopefully. Cheers. Bye.